it going, creators? Today we are going to review Mercedes-Benz Zetros trial truck set 42129, 2,110 pieces. Let's do this. Hey there, let's take this trial truck on a mission. Control Plus and rigged up. All right, creators, and welcome back. Here we go. This is going to be another mission right here with the Mercedes-Benz Zetros trial truck. This is a sweet Technic build. I'm very happy with it. What we're looking at is the Control Plus app. It has this feature here where you can just go into the virtual world and test things out, which your trial truck should be able to handle. So without the trial truck built, you can go into this mode and you can go forward, backwards. You can change the locking mechanism and just see how the gears will be working. As you can see here, this is the locking mechanism here. There are a total of 4 motors on this rig. The first motor we'll look at here controls the steering. This rig has 2 motors which power the forward and reverse drivetrain. And then it has this 4th motor here, which engages both center and rear differentials, locking in all 4 tires. It's a fantastic addition. It does allow you to have some extra traction without sacrificing any speed. It's a very cool thing. I'm very happy with this app, and I'm happy with how this thing performs for the most part, but we're gonna put it to the test today. No doubt this thing is cool. The app is cool. The thought behind it is spot on. This thing is slow though. It's slower than anything I've ever come across, but we'll have fun with it nonetheless. All right, well, let's get started. I'm gonna give you a little shot of what this thing looks like. This is battery powered. I'll be using the Control app, the Lego Control app. I'm gonna be taking this on a little mission today, no matter what we get into. I don't have this overly planned. I'm just gonna have fun today and just film my experience. Hope you guys enjoy what you see. We'll have some fun. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of cameras strapped to this thing, so that's what I'm gonna actually do right now is I'm gonna start prepping. And I'm gonna start strapping cameras on the interior, maybe one facing rear, and then I'll have a drone in the sky. So I hope this is gonna be a fun time. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. One thing I do know about it, it is extremely slow. We're gonna have to try and speed up some of the footage possibly. It takes a long time to get from point A to point B that far. It takes a long time. The Mercedes-Benz Zetros trial truck. Let's give it a test. It's got the lockers front and rear, so it will lock in both sides of the tires. They will both spin equally. This thing can climb a 43-degree slope, I think they're trying to claim, but we'll put it to the test. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully it doesn't crash too bad. I like looking at this thing. Great model. It was a really fun build. It didn't take me too long. There was an issue at the end when I tried to fire her up for the first time. My differential wasn't quite working and I didn't put a pin in all the way somewhere. So I had to kind of dig into here and fix it, but I was able to. And I felt accomplished after building this, and I do enjoy working with Technic. We'll be jumping into some of those builds, I'm sure. This will be fun. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Of course, before we get started, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys, appreciate it. All right, continuing on, let's go dip into the lab and we'll get some things strapped up onto here. We'll take her out for a little test drive. All right, well, here we go. Let's get this handled. This is gonna be a fun day. Thanks guys. All right, get it straight. Pedal good. You got it. No, get off my Wi-Fi though. All right. Hey creators, okay, we're back in the lab. We're gonna rig this Mercedes Zetros trial truck up with some GoPro cameras and other things. But first we're gonna try and find a good space. I believe there's some good space on the interior here, on the passenger side, maybe right in the middle. And then on the back side, I believe we have some good mount points to try and get something on. So we'll see what I can do. I don't want to weigh it down too much. So we're really just going to try and do just maybe 2, maybe 3 cameras, but I'm used to doing this, but not on this scale. This is a much smaller thing to deal with here, but I think I can get something done. So let's get to it and we'll be outside soon testing. All right. All right. Well, first things first, we're going to need some parts. All right, a few more things. This should do me for now. Sort of right in this area here. All right, we're gonna put this GoPro 6 in here, but I don't know how much visibility I'll be able to get. It's gonna be like all hood. Actually, tilting up like that is a good idea. We need a Lego GoPro mount. That would be pretty sweet. Almost kind of fits in there. It almost just sort of wedges in, but it's gonna fall over if it goes anywhere. I'm gonna try to get some longer strapping, and then, you know, that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, I don't really like the rubber strapping. It's good and grippy back there, but I'm gonna use Velcro straps. So I've got a big one. Just can cradle the camera maybe around the frame here, so that might work. Did that just break out? Wow. Yeah, let's see, we'll put this thing to the trial. I think it's gonna get worked. Everything's looking good. I've added this Velcro strap to keep the door from opening. It's just a safety precaution to keep the camera in here. So one thing's for sure, the Velcro strapping did not serve me well. It was either covering the lens or something. I just couldn't get a good grip around the camera in any angle, so we had to just fall back onto our original idea. One more time with the rubber strap here. Let's see if I can get one more tight wedge, if it'll work. Kind of running out of options here. The Velcro strapping isn't that great. This might be too much. Yeah, too much. Okay, so maybe just on the bottom and side. So again, I have to put a battery in here. That should stay in place. Ooh, that's a nice tight fit. It might move around in here. And now I can put this buckle behind the camera and then close the door with this pressure on it and Velcro the door. Let's make sure I don't break the door. So that's pretty tight, a little too much pressure. God, these doors are flimsy. Oh, up in the roof? That's a good area to stash some extra. So this still shouldn't be too hard to put back in once the battery's on. Oh man, that is nice. Okay, that's gonna be sticking there pretty good. All right, I think I got the front. The back is no problem at all. It was all about this front interior cam. Okay, so there's the lock on the door. The door can't open. It's sort of a good connection. Okay, looking great right there. Like what I see. All right, that's gonna flop open while we're driving. But the seat is down in the front. That's gonna be great. Again, looking at the rear, this is just a simple mount right now where a GoPro can go just heading to the back. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my goose arm and bring it out to one side or the other and get a dynamic perspective. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Better just put that on right now. Here it is. This is the goose mount. And I'll just make an adjustment later. So I'm gonna pop this one out. And ooh, this is broken. That's a bummer. But it's always a real tight connection for the most part. One side. So my test here was not going to work because I was dug in deep with the suspension and my clip would have interfered with the actual movement of the truck. So I think we finally did figure out a good way, and this is looking like it. That's it. Okay, I just got it. So that's good, and I'm going to throw a Velcro strap on this thing. I just need like a small one. Alright, so that's actually pretty balanced. Still, looks like maybe a little bit more weight is that way, that top heaviness. Hopefully it doesn't roll too many times. This rig is ready to roll. I'm gonna get some batteries in these cams. So there's our rig. That's gonna be the rig I'm gonna go with. 2 GoPros, GoPro 6, GoPro 8. Yeah, hopefully I don't break anything aside from this Lego that I can rebuild. So I had a real fun time rigging this thing up. As you can tell, everything is very tightly snug. It's gonna work. I'm used to rigging things onto my Jeep or my transport, whatever it might be, my mountain bike, but this was more of a challenge. I'm working with something that can actually break if you put too much pressure on it. You're going to detach pieces or pull out pins. Now that's a cool shot right there, but again, you can see the goose mount coming off to the right. That's going to give us a side perspective showing the tires in motion. Plus I have the main cam right here, which will catch everything in the front, and there's a couple of figs sitting in the background waiting for this show to start. But I'm very happy. The rigging process alone is kind of all part of the fun here. Something that I enjoy doing is rigging up cameras. So I got it done, and I think I'll be all set to just go out and test. Now the tricky part is going to integrate a drone with the Control Plus app. All right, here we have it. We've got the Zetros and the drone ready to fly. This is going to be a monumental effort. Let's see what I can do. I think it's going to be awesome. Let's do this. All right, first things first, let's just test the app. Let's make sure that this thing goes forward and back. And one thing I'm going to tell you right now, it's very easy to test on your desk because you're looking at top speed. This is top speed. It's probably 15 feet per minute. It's very slow. Now, maybe a little faster than that, but for the most part, the app is very easy. Forward, backwards, left, and right. You have a horn integrated into there, and it'll show you some angles to which you are at. It has sort of an accelerometer built in. A lot of the fun of this whole thing is rigging it up, using the app, and just having fun with this. But really, here we go. Let's take another augmented reality look this time. This is actually laying 3D imagery on top of my actual video. This is actually footage from my phone, which is powering the app. So it's showing me my camera view, but then it's laying on top all these 3D dimensions. You gotta love how you don't even have to leave your home to actually experience some pretty cool stuff with this model. As you can see with my augmented reality, I'm looking at actual photos and everything around me here, and I can get the gears moving, the tires appear as if this thing is moving. It's very cool. You can see the dual motors right there powering the front and rear drivetrain. It's always in four-wheel drive. And right here is the motor for the lockers, which engages a forward and backward motion, which attaches and detaches. You can see in the gears below. So it either will spin one wheel or it will spin both wheels simultaneously. So very cool how you can do all this testing. Again, I'm just totally in love with the app. I can't wait to build more Technic models to see what kind of surprises there are hidden away from me. This is one of the coolest parts about this thing right here. So we are ready. We are all set and ready to go. We're having some fun with the app in the lab right now, but we need to get this thing outside now. And I've saved that video for a follow-up video, a part 2. We had fun rigging up our cameras. We had fun looking at some of the functionality of the Control Plus app. Now it's time to step it outside into the real world and see what this thing has. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are too. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you know when the videos drop, and join me on all the live streams in the future. Good? Good to go? I think we are. All right, I think I'm ready to go. I've got everything I need to get this thing handled. I've got my drone. I've got my Mercedes Zetros trial truck all rigged up with 2 GoPros. I think this is going to work out really well. Let's go see what happens. Let's head outside now and see what we can get ourselves into. All right, be safe out there. All right, we're outside right now. We're going to give it a few tests. We're going to run this thing just through a couple of drills just to make sure everything is functioning properly. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.